Liam Carter had always been obsessed with photography, carrying his camera everywhere to capture eerie, empty locations across the UK, from fog-covered forests to abandoned buildings. And over time, he built a small online following who admired the unsettling atmosphere of his work. But one night his attention turned to a place whispered about in online forums and local rumors: the abandoned Blackwood Manor, a decayed estate deep in the woods, said to belong to a wealthy family who vanished decades ago under mysterious circumstances, with villagers claiming strange lights still appeared inside its windows despite nobody living there. Arriving alone just before sunset, Liam entered the rotting manor and photographed its broken halls, cracked mirrors, and dust-covered furniture, feeling an uneasy sense of being watched that he dismissed as imagination, until he reached a small upstairs bedroom that seemed strangely preserved compared to the rest of the house, where he took several photographs near a window beside an old wooden chair. And only later, while reviewing the images on his computer, he discovered something horrifying. In every single photo from that room stood a pale woman in a white dress behind the chair, her face partly hidden by long dark hair, always staring directly at the camera despite Liam being certain he had been alone. Confused but intrigued, he posted one of the images online, where it quickly spread and sparked intense debate as people argued whether it was edited or something supernatural. And as attention grew, viewers urged him to return to the manor for a live-stream investigation, which he eventually did, bringing better equipment and broadcasting live as he re-entered the decaying house at night. Inside, the atmosphere felt heavier and colder than before, and strange events began immediately, footsteps echoing when he stopped moving, doors creaking shut behind him, and flickering distortions in the livestream that viewers noticed even when Liam did not, including brief flashes of a tall, pale figure at the end of hallways, which sent the chat into panic. Despite growing fear and warnings from viewers, Liam pressed deeper into the manor until he reached the same bedroom again, only to find the wooden chair now positioned in the center of the room. And when he took another photograph, the image showed the pale woman standing directly behind him, though when he turned around, nothing was there. His camera then glitched and shut off, and from that moment he began fleeing through the manor as unseen footsteps followed him in perfect sync, while every photograph automatically taken or accidentally captured during his escape showed the woman getting closer each time, first at doorways, then halfway down corridors, then directly behind him with an unnatural widening smile, until he escaped the house and drove back to London shaken and convinced it was over, only to later discover a final photograph taken inside his car, showing the woman sitting silently in the back seat. After that night, strange images continued appearing on his devices without explanation, each one placing the woman closer to him in impossible locations, until Liam was eventually declared missing, with police finding only his camera and a single printed photo, showing him sitting motionless in his flat beside the woman now standing with her hand on his shoulder. And in the years that followed, reports began spreading online of other people experiencing the same phenomenon after viewing his images. Selfies showing a pale figure behind them, security footage capturing her in reflections, and photographs that seemed to update themselves over time as the woman slowly moved closer, always identified in folklore as Eleanor Blackwood, the daughter of the manor who supposedly vanished decades earlier and became trapped inside images after her death. Eventually, a journalist named Chloe Bennett investigated the case, visiting Blackwood Manor herself and discovering old family photographs where Eleanor appeared alongside figures who should not have existed, including Liam, even though he had not been born at the time. And after Chloe took a photo of the image, it changed later to show Eleanor standing beside her instead, marking the beginning of her own haunting, as photographs began appearing of her in empty rooms and reflections, with Eleanor slowly drawing nearer in every image, while Liam also appeared in the background of the same cursed photos now altered into something inhuman, until Chloe received a message warning that once Eleanor reached you, you become part of the picture forever. And as her final images showed Eleanor standing directly behind her in the same pose she once used on Liam, Chloe disappeared just like him, leaving only rumors behind. Years later, people still occasionally find unexplained photographs online showing empty spaces with Eleanor faintly visible in the background, always closer than before. And if someone looks carefully, they may also notice two other figures standing silently beside her, Liam Carter and Chloe Bennett, trapped forever within the photographs, waiting for the next person to take their picture.